Hello friends, my name is Kunal Var. I'm in August batch. Today's date is 7 December. Today's my topic is Angular in component. Decorator that marks as a class in Angular component and provides the configuration, metadata, and that determines how the component should be proceeds and instantiated. Change detection. The change detection strategy to use for this component. View providers. View providers is the set of injectable objects that are visible to its DOM children. Module ID. The module ID for the module that contains the component. The component must be able to resolve the relative URLs for templates and styles. System.js exposes the module name variable within each module. In CommonJS, this can be set to a module ID, template URL, the relative path or absolute URL of a template file for an Angular component. If provided, do not supply an inline templates using the template. Template is the inline template for Angular component. If provided, do not supply a template file using the template URL. Style URLs. One or more relative paths for absolute URL for files containing CSS style sheet to use in this component. Styles. One or more inline CSS style sheets to use in this component. Animations. One or more animation trigger calls and containing state and transition definition. See the animation guide and animation API documentation. An encapsulation policy for the components for styling and possible values. Encapsulation. View encapsulation is emulated apply for the modified styles in order to emulate the native Shadow DOM CSS encapsulation behavior. The view encapsulation the apply the component styles globally without any sort of encapsulation and use the browser's native shadow for DOM API. Interpolation overrides and defaults interpolation start and end delimiters by using the curly braces. And entry components is a set of components that should be compiling along with this component. For each component listed here, Angular creates the component factory and store it in the component factory resolver. That's all.